My name is Wayne Catalano. I've been in this racing business for about 50 years. Twydil X been great for me. I would recommend it because it works on my horses and it works on bad bleeders. And I've seen the results. I'm a firm believer in stuff that works.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Breeders Cup Focus. I'm Dan Illman along with Mike Beer. This edition will focus on the Breeders Cup Juvenile and all of Daily Racing Form's Breeders Cup Juvenile coverage presented by Twydil. Let's take a look at the top contenders as ranked by Daily Racing Form. We're about a week out from pre-entries, 2 weeks out from the post-position draw, and we have a very fascinating East versus West matchup, Mike. Jack Christopher, 2 for 2, winner of the Champagne, 8-5 on Daily Racing Form's early morning line. Big 102 buyer. How much does the lack of two-turn experience bother you, if at all?
I think it has to, I don't know if I would say it bothers me. I think it's definitely something that you have to take into consideration with Jack Christopher, if only because his main rival, Corniche, as well as Rattle and Roll, who I don't think should go overlooked here, they're both horses who already have experience and winning experience around two turns. So it's definitely, a point in their favor and perhaps one against Jack Christopher.
Let's watch the stretch drive of the Champagne. Jack Christopher was all the rage prior to his debut at Saratoga. He didn't disappoint in that sprint, and here he takes the lead at ease from hopeful winner Gunite, and he is on his way. Tell us a little bit of something about Command Performance, the runner-up. Here in the Big Fig, no match for the winner, but a horse that looks like he's slowly improving.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jack Christopher was much the best in this race, a dominant sort of performance for him. But Command Performance, listen, he's going to be a maiden on the way into the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, but I don't think he's a maiden that you necessarily want to overlook. He's won really well in both of his starts so far. And he, as opposed perhaps to Jack Christopher, he has the pedigree to suggest that more distance is better for him. Jack Christopher, maybe not so much. Jack Christopher's two races have both been very, very impressive. And very fast as well. I think it's worth noting, Dan, that Champagne initially, I believe, got a buyer speed figure of 93. It was quickly upgraded to a 102. This horse clearly has talent, but he does not necessarily have pedigree to stretch out.
But a horse with the home court advantage is Corniche, currently the leader of the West Coast-based 2-year-olds, never headed from 2 starts, and as Mike mentioned, has the two-turn experience. Let's watch his second lifetime start, the Grade 1 American Pharaoh. Mike Smith took no prisoners, breaking from the inside post. This horse's buyer speed figure regressed 13 points off of his sprint win, but he was stretching out 3 furlongs in only start number 2, and he was much the best here.
Yeah, this is just an easy win for him. He was a very short price in here. A race he was expected to win easily. He did win it easily, just got right to the front, never faced a challenge. He's 2 for 2. Both of his races are good. We'll see what happens comes Breeders' Cup Day. The thing that you love about him, Dan, is not only, again, is he already shown that he has talent, he has the pedigree to stay on, and it's Baffert. So this horse is going to use his speed in the Breeders' Cup.
Rattle and Roll's buyer speed figure right now pales in comparison to those of the top 3 above him. But as you can see from the Breeders' Cup prep recap we filmed earlier this week for the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity at Keeneland, this horse was a very visually impressive winner. I would not be surprised if he takes a huge step up at Del Mar in the Juvenile.
Yeah, especially if, the 2 favorites who both seem like they want to be forward, if they, sort of get involved on the early pace in here, it could certainly help a horse like Rattle and Roll. I'm not going to, get too caught up in the figures at this point, Dan. He's a little bit slow on the way into this race, but he's a 2-time winner going a mile and a 16th already. He showed 2 starts back that he could, sort of sit within range of a slow pace if he has to. If they go faster like they did in that Grade 1 last time, he'll just rate off of it and still come with a big run. This horse has talent.
Bob Baffert trains Corniche, but he also trains a horse that I consider to be one of the major keys in this race, and that is Pinehurst. 2 for 2 in his career, but we have not seen him in 2 months. Since he won the Del Mar Futurity with ease, going 7 furlongs, he'll have to stretch out around 2 turns for the first time. He has a strong pedigree, and he has 2 wins at Del Mar, Mike. Again, he's going to have to stretch out, and he also has speed, but I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with you. He'll be the other Baffert in the race, but this horse has talent as well. And we'll see about him stretching out. Obviously it doesn't necessarily feel like that they can just ride him the way that they've ridden him in his first 2 starts and just sort of use his speed and try to win the race that way. I think that could be pretty tough for him, but I guess we'll see how they play it. This horse is pretty good though. I'm a little concerned about his pedigree, Dan. I mean, he's got a lot of class in his pedigree, but it's also a lot of sprint. There's some very talented horses on the dam side of this family, but most of them were better going shorter.
Let's take a look at the remaining horses on Daily Racing Form's top contender list. Papa Cap, Oviat class. They chased Corniche in the American Pharoah. Papa Cap was wide throughout. Oviat class fell far, far behind. Oviat class is hoping for some hitting up front.
He should get it in this race, you would think. I mean, I don't see necessarily any one of the, the 3 or 4 in the top 5 there, necessarily taking themselves out of their game, Dan. I feel like there should be pace in this race.
Twice stakes placed is American Sanctuary, 4th behind Rattle and Roll in the Breeders' Futurity. He's another horse. Give him pace. He's going to come with a run. He's 30-1 on Daily Racing Form's preliminary line. He does need to improve.
He has to improve. A lot of horses are going to have to improve, in the face of the, the 2 or 3 favorites. But, it's that time of year. These are 2-year-olds. They're, for the most part, they're all very lightly raced. Maybe they won't win the race, Dan, but one of these long shots is going to step up and run a better race.
Intriguing East versus West matchup. Your Champagne winner, Jack Christopher, takes on American Pharoah winner Corniche in this year's Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and our coverage all 2021 season long, presented by Twydil.